at this menacingly slow pace to where it's just like, what the fuck? When is this thing gonna stop? And then it shoots eye into your eyeball. She didn't tell me. Originally, she didn't tell me what it was for, and she said, put your eye against this thing and look at the light. I'm like, alright, it seems simple enough. And then this black thing starts moving around. I'm like,
He goes,
yes. And then it fucking shot air into my eye, and I jerked back and almost fell out of the chair. I was like, what the hell is that thing?
my main problem is I don't remember which one shoots the air whenever I go.
I had no idea what was about to happen to me. That was terrifying. I thought that I just got shot in the eyeball, and then I realized, I'm fine. But it's a horrible experience. Just I hate going to the eye doctor. And then they have two kinds of eye drop things now, like where they dilate your eye.
Yeah, I hate getting my eyes dilated.
Me too. It's just like this horrible. It's altogether a horrible experience. I hate the eye doctor. And then it's fucking $400 for the eye exam and a new pair of glasses and the prescription lenses all together. And it's...
Yeah. I hate when you go to a place that has to send off your prescription, you don't get them for 2 months.
Yeah, no, I went there yesterday. It was really convenient. If anyone has eye problems and decides they need to go to a optometrist and get their glasses and shit, I recommend Lens Crafters, honestly, above everything else. I went to a Lens Crafters and they had the office like right next to where they had the glasses. It was badass, and they had like shelves and walls and everything full of different frames you could choose from, and they had my stuff ready in like 2 hours. It was kick-ass.
I got mine from that place by PetSmart. Says like Woody something.
Yeah.
The guy that Woody is actually a pretty nice guy. They had my glasses done in like a day.
Well, I remember when I was younger. Well, like when I went 6 years ago, it was awful. I mean, like the experience wasn't awful. All I had to do was look through the thing, read the chart with the little metal binocular deal, and then it was over. And
yeah.
But I was on this horrible like welfare brand insurance at the time, and so I had to go to this terrible optometrist. The dude was mean to me the whole time I was there. They didn't dilate my eyes at all, okay? When they took me into the office to choose my frames, this chick pulls out a box from...
Yeah, I've seen that box as well.
Yeah, they give you like 4 different frames to choose from. They're like, okay.
I had a lot of frames to choose from, but almost all of them were bent.
Yeah, it's terrible. I hate the eye doctors. Another thing in recent news for me, which is kick-ass, is I recently got into a band. Finally, after years and years of effort, I have made it into a somewhat notable band, which I do not know the name of because I was too excited to ask. I am the vocalist of this band, which I do not know the name of, and I'm hopefully going to be making like $100 a gig, which is pretty good money when playing three or four a week.
Yeah, especially when you don't make anything right now.
Yeah. I'm a bum. But yeah, what to talk about now? You've been sick for the last few days, right?
Yeah, and it's just my stomach's hurting. I'm not sure why.
Which you told me that you guys have no Pepto-Bismol.
Nope, just Tums.
Tums.
Generic Tums at that.
Generic, Dollar General. The cure-all is Pepto-Bismol, which we talked about that earlier, but I think that every household in the world should have a bottle of Pepto-Bismol.
It seems to cure everything.
It really does. You know, you have stomach problems, they're gone. You have fucking Super AIDS, it takes care of Super AIDS.
I think we're going to get sponsored by Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah. If someone from Pepto-Bismol listens to this, please consider sponsoring us. We love your product, and we will do a pretty good job of selling that for you.
Yeah, I don't mind plugging it every show.
Yeah. At the end of every show, you know, Pepto-Bismol cures Super AIDS. Yeah. So, we've been taking this show pretty seriously, honestly. Like, we have a considerably large fan base, taking into account how long ago we started and like the motivation that we had. So hopefully, if enough people decide that they like us, then we will turn it into a podcast and have our own website.
It'll be a while before that happens, though.
Unless we get sponsored by Pepto-Bismol.
Or one of us gets us a job
Yeah. That would be nice.
to actually pay for the website.
Yeah. Huh. Well, fuck, what do we talk about?
I don't know. Have you done any gaming?
Honestly, no, not really.
What have we done recently that we both have done?
We've, like, covered everything already. We watched we watched movies and played some games together, and that was pretty much it. We don't
do anything.
We don't do anything. I think we might not be, like, great candidates for a webcast. Let's talk about our sex life.
No.
Yeah, let's talk about our sex life, or rather our non-existent sex life.
I don't really want to talk about that, Justin.
Come on, Mark. We'll talk about our sex life.
I'm technically not supposed to have one.
No?
Legally.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Never mind.
Oh,
another honorable mention, if we can get him to actually listen to our webcasts, is Josh. We would like to have him become a part of our crew as well as Cameron whenever he is able to do that to go on.
Yeah, he's a friend I met in 8th grade at a school I went to in Florence, Kentucky. Not Italy. Not that well traveled. But he's really good at doing like logo work and making websites. So we're gonna try it and see if he can make a logo for us. I'm trying to get him to actually come on as part of the cast.
That would be great. I mean, the more the merrier, honestly. Which I think that we should also mention that if anyone has any suggestions for our show, if there's anyone that thinks that they'd like to hear something specific for us to talk about, I mean, we will talk about anything.
Yeah, by all means, post it in the comics, send it as a message.
Definitely. And, of course, if you like our show, then you should subscribe and add us as friends and comment and...
Rate, do whatever you want.
Yes. Actually, no, just do all of those things. Do it. This is... Yeah.
It keeps us alive.
It does. And we always reply to mail. We've gotten quite a few comments on our first video, and we've replied to all those, and subsequent comments for our latter videos. We've decided also to keep our segments to 10 minutes apiece to keep people interested. Because our second episode was, 35 minutes long? And
yeah, and then it just slowly drifted off.
Yeah. Which, I mean, and the last two parts of the episode were the best parts.
Yeah.
But people heard the first part, which was really uncomfortable, and, you know, we're still getting our legs for this whole thing, and...
Yeah, it didn't really flow until the last two.
Yeah, so we will definitely become better in general, and our more humorous sides will continue to come out, and I think we've covered everything that we wanted to cover today, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool, then this is Justin Bryan.
This is Mark Chris.
We love you guys.
This has been an Expansion Port.
We'll see you in a few days.